Hey guys, so as requested, I am making a video showing you guys some really simple ways to use die cuts in your planner or just some DIY projects. So the most simple way of using die cuts is just to stick them onto dashboards and dividers for your ring bound planners or your traveler's notebook. If you use the Erin Condren, I also like to stick them onto the sidebar or just random spaces where I just don't really have anything else to put down. But if you're looking for other simple but also creative ways to use die cuts, I do have some ideas to share with you. I do want to say that I didn't really come up with any of these ideas. I have some super creative planner guys and girls in my Facebook group who always makes these amazing creations. So anyways, the first thing that I'm showing you is this sort of stacked bookmark. And here I am just using some Pokemon onesie emojis and also some Winnie the Pooh onesie emojis from my shop. And I'm just stacking them on top of each other, sort of staggering them so they look kind of cute, and I'm just sandwiching them in between the folded laminating sheets. I do want to say that all of the die cuts that I'm using in this video is going to be from my shop, just because if I mess up, then I can just grab more die cuts or make some more for myself. But yeah, you can use these ideas for literally any die cuts that you have. And of course, I'm just running it through the laminator. I do have a little hack to share with you guys if you don't have a laminator. So as a kid, I always loved arts and crafts, but I didn't really have money to buy a laminator for my projects. So what I would do is just take thick packaging tape, and this is just completely clear, and I would just fold it over whatever I wanted to quote unquote laminate. And obviously it's not as sturdy or professional looking as, you know, a real laminator, but it really did do the trick for me. Of course, I don't use this method anymore because I do have a machine, but if you don't have one, then you can definitely try it. I just wanted to share that idea with you if you don't have a laminator. So for the first bookmark, I just cut around the stack of die cuts normally, leaving a little bit of space so the laminate doesn't separate. And another trick is to actually run the bookmark through the laminator once again after you finish cutting, just to meld everything together and you don't get those rough edges anymore. And this sort of plain bookmark is great if you use a traveler's notebook or even if you just literally use it as a bookmark for reading. For the Winnie the Pooh one, on the right side I cut around it like before, but for the left side I leave a little bit of laminate so I could take my hole punch and punch some holes, and now you can put it in your ring bound planner perfectly. The next DIY I want to show you is super cool. It does look a little bit intimidating, but once you get the hang of it, I feel like you wouldn't want to stop making them. And it is just a decorated vellum pocket for whatever you want to store inside. Basically, I just took some vellum. You can also use any cardstock or pattern paper that you have and cut it to size. So you want a backing piece that is a size actually bigger than whatever stickers you want to put inside, and you also want a front piece that's a little bit smaller but the same width if you want it to be horizontal, or the same height but narrower if you want it to be a vertical pocket. Anyways, you just want those two key pieces, and for the front you can decorate it however you want. I just of course put down a die cut and I hand lettered in my stickers. You just want to make sure that everything's lined up perfectly, and then of course run it through the laminator. For the vertical aerial pocket, I kind of made the die cut hang off halfway, and it makes it just sort of like a tab, and you'll see later what I mean. So yeah, once it comes out and I let it cool, I just sort of trimmed it with my guillotine paper trimmer. And here I'm just showing you where the two pieces of vellum meet. You should see a little bit of an air pocket. And basically what you want to do is take an X-Acto knife and carefully trim that area so you can open it up as a pocket. My X-Acto knife was actually pretty dull, so I had to run it across a few times, but if you have a sharp one, it should be super simple. You do want to just be careful to only cut through the top layer of laminate and not all the way through everything. And for the aerial one, I just cut the top and bottom, and I'm also cutting around the die cut, so she's sort of like hanging off. And again, you can just put whatever stickers you want inside. For the last idea, you can just take a single die cut that you have. This is a panda onesie emoji die cut from my shop, and just make sure to leave a ton of room underneath the die cut, and you'll see why. So you know the drill, put it through the laminator, and then so once it comes out of the laminator, you want to cut the top part of the die cut perfectly, but leave the bottom part as a long rectangle of laminate. And then taking your X-Acto knife and a ruler, you just want to cut 3 sides of a rectangle so you have a page marker. And yeah, now you can put this page marker on top of any planner. You can use an Erin Condren in your inserts, or just decorating it as part of a pocket like I'm doing here. So yeah, I hope this video gave you some inspiration. These are definitely not like revolutionary ideas or anything, but if you have some extra die cuts on hand and you're not really sure what to do with them, hopefully you can try one of these projects. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!